It's chat time with Chunk and Cucumber and your host, Dino.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Well, that was very exciting.
Yeah, that was good, right? Start with a bang, buddy.
Jeez.
God,
I haven't had enough
don't
coffee
let
for
him
this.
beat you up.
There's no choice. I don't have a say in the matter.
That's right. You're going to take it and you're going to like it.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
I got my coffee.
right.
I killed off the star, so you don't have to worry about him anymore. Cucumber, you can upgrade.
Woohoo!
Perfect.
I'm gonna fill the green void in pop culture.
Yeah, exactly.
Fill the green void sounds like a weird euphemism.
That is definitely a euphemism.
Why can't it be? Yeah, why can't it be both?
Welcome to Chat Time, everybody. I'm your host, Dino, as always, and with me is Cucumber.
Howdy.
No Chunk today.
Howdy.
What?
Don't say howdy. That was weird. Hi.
We're having identity crises today.
We are. It's the morning.
And with us is Erik Frankhouse from Erik Frankhouse Presents. And we're excited to have him and perpetually in distress Kermit behind him, which is very exciting, underneath a Jason mask, which is perfect. And before we get to know Erik, streamer, GM extraordinaire, let's get started with what we always get started with, which is, but how do you feel? Funky.
Oh, I wonder if that's doubling up for people. That's fun.
So today, but how do you feel is where we describe how we're feeling using a category. And because we are all TTRPG players, and we had a, oh no, it's changed to a heart now. I was going to say, because Kermit is dying in the corner, we're all going to describe how our TTRPG player might die based on how we're feeling.
Wait, our player or our character?
Character.
Shit, because it was like, hopefully in bed surrounded by loved ones.
You don't want to go with a bang, Cucumber?
I mean, a literal one, sure. A good way to go.
know if you're coming and going.
Do you have a race car bed?
A race car bed? No, I don't.
You have a race car bed.
No, I sleep in a queen because I want to feel rich.
Oh,
It could be a Ferrari race car bed.
Yeah, those came in queen size. Actually,
I can't listen, Dino. I can't drive a manual. Okay, I can't do a Ferrari bed.
No fill in a green void and no manuals. Check.
That's right. There's a dick joke in there somewhere. Anyways,
Found it.
I'll get started. I'll start. So I think the way I'm feeling right now, I'm very loopy, and I feel like I can't focus on anything. So I feel like my character. Exactly. I feel like my character would be like a bard, like at a tavern, and like not paying attention and just getting murdered by some assassin, just like unintended, like in the middle
You're
of
the cold
conversation.
open to someone else's adventure.
I'm the MacGuffin. You know, we're focusing on this guy for so long, and then my character is just like, oh yeah, and then I play a song, and I'm gonna try to steal this coin. Oh.
Yeah, right.
That's just, it's gonna have no glory, nothing. I just feel like that's gonna happen.
Like the first person shot of like the hand with the dagger creeping up on you while you're like wiping down tables. Stick.
I'm the new guy who's got like a a level 1 like bard who thinks he knows how to play RPGs and then just rolls shitty and does terrible things.
Every convention game I've ever had to run. Check.
Exactly.
Let's see. I would be like not like old, like super old, but I would be like, it's like my adventuring days are over and I see the kids who are going off to save the world. So it's like I'm the guy who like stays in the cabin like, no, you go, while like, the atomic blast is like coming towards my cabin. I'd be sitting there in a rocking chair with a cup of coffee, just blah. But I'd be all calm and welcoming it.
Just
Yeah.
That's so
like screaming at the cloud like it's God,
I would have to say overloaded. I have so much work going on right now that is mentally crazy. And to me, I feel more like I'm in a kaiju battle, 100%, 1 versus 100, not going well. And I'm pretty sure I die to that shitty monster that no one likes. That's how it would go right now, because that's what's going to trip me up right now. It's going to be
Godzuki's going to get you?
Yeah, right. Like Tiddlywink, the monster from Power Rangers, something along those lines. That's how I feel right now. The Zord isn't working, and I'm just in my suit, my ass beat. But it's all right. It's what I'm good at. So.
Oh man, that's brilliant. Ryan, what about you? You want to throw one in here?
Yeah, I got one. I could throw in like having to keep going through the same level, like in Mirror's Edge, where you have to do the right specific things of combos. Like if you don't do it right, you just see her fall right off the building. You're just like, well, I accept this fact.
And for you kids out there, that's like
Dreams.
Super Meat Boy.
Yeah. It's like service industry dreams. You go home, you're still waiting on the same table over and over again, even though you're at home. That's that crap. No, you picked the worst future. Thank you for that one.
This is a great way. I'm glad I chose. I had a different one, and I decided not to use it, and I will not because I might save it for another day.
Good.
So this was a good choice. But hello to everybody in the chat. We see you all there. Hi everybody.
What's up, Cypher Unlimited? You're new.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome.
Hey, Cypher
Hey,
Unlimited.
that's my boys from Cypher. They are the three guys who run Cypher Unlimited Discord, and they are amazing. They do everything for Monty Cook Games community stuff. So
Nice.
Monty Cook Games big community. Super
Okay.
good group of dudes.
Great to have you over
Pretty
here.
sure there's
Hang
always
around more
Spigs
often.
on there. That's my guess.
Okay. Well, hello, welcome. We're happy to have you. And hello to everybody at volume.com. We're also on volume.com right now.
More than volume.
Nice.
I cannot see you, but Cucumber's on it.
I can see all.
I can see
feels nice.
everything.
But thanks for joining us. And feel free to drop questions if you have any questions for Eric or us. Please let us know throughout
Yeah,
the show.
sure.
We're happy to answer them. But Eric, let's go to you, buddy.
Well, hello. How are you today?
Who are you? What do you do? What keeps you awake at night? And how do you get your
Okay.
beard so wonderfully tame?
Well, where do you want to start with this one? That's like 5 questions in one.
Dealer's choice, whichever you want to tackle first.
All right, so the beard. I grew a beard. I have a really bad scar here.
Okay.
It's better now. It's not as bad as it used to be. So I grew a beard. My old job, I don't want to say too much because of the questions you've asked me, but my old job, I was not allowed to have a ton of facial hair. So I grew this out and I've kept it ever since. Plus, if I shaved it off, my girl would shoot me. Probably while I'm awake and while I'm sleeping. So
Twice.
That's how the beard came. I made beard oil for like local salons, and then it ended up kind of going everywhere.
Cool.
And so I kept it in place. And then
That's
my buddy
awesome.
Drew, who's on my other show, has a beard. And if I don't have a beard and he doesn't have a beard, that'd be really awkward.
Yeah.
I think people would forget the show they're watching.
That's fair. The time space
So
continuum
what
would be all off.
Yeah, we'd be in Mirror Universe and it'd all be fucked. So myself, I am the network director for Norse Foundry for their Twitch and for their YouTube stuff. And then Erik Frankhouse Presents is my baby. When pandemic hit, like everybody else, got screwed over. I grew up in media. My mother was in news. I was doing technical directing at like 13.
Oh, sure.
And I was like, well, fuck it. Let's go. Let's see what happens. And I love learning new things. Every month, I try to pick up a new skill. And if I like it, I keep it in the repertoire. If I hate it, I can still talk about it, but I'll never do it again.
That's fucking awesome.
So I get bored really easy, and it allows me. I know, not like no ADHD, nothing like that, but I love starting companies and I love the ground up process. But I fucking hate being there in the middle and the end because it's just not as fun because your process is already working. There's no kinks to really work out. So I love companies like Microsoft when I was working for them and Sony and so on for those exact reasons.
Yeah.
And this has been a blast because every day something goes wrong.
Yay.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Every day.
Yeah. We had some issues even just this morning.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like Cucumber was on one of our shows and his audio blew up on him. I was like, yep, that's what it does. Keep rolling. Let's go.
Show must go on.
Yep.
Also, we missed a new person. Robert Allison. He rolled a nat 20 on stealth, he says.
Welcome.
Welcome. I'm glad to have you here. Stick around. We'd love to
Gotta
have
have
you.
ninjas.
Yeah. Which came first then, Norse Foundry or Erik Frankhouse Presents?
We started we started Erik Frankhouse Presents. Our 1-year anniversary was in August.
Oh, wow.
And then I had been doing some work for Norse just at conventions. I go before COVID, I was going to about 20 conventions a year, working either at a booth, networking, or on panels, or I'm an art director for TPK Games. If you play 5e stuff,
Yeah.
I'm their art director. So they do they have the new Book of Monsters Might coming out, which is our last Kickstarter we just did. So he picked me up, and then right as Brian picked me up from TPK Games, Drew from Norse Foundry is like, "Hey man, you're right. We have a lot of we have a lot of Twitch people we're sitting on. Do you want to come run stuff? I like your stuff. So it all within like a 6-month period, just kind of, and then my plate was over full. And then you start parsing it out to other people and doing the thing you do.
Yeah, that's awesome though. I'm glad that
in the 6 months apart.
That's so crazy. Like, the world blows up and you're like, well, fuck, what am I going to do? And then all of a sudden the universe says like, nope, you're supposed to be here,
I learned to pivot really young. So I grew up in Detroit, and you hustle in Detroit always. And that's just kind of how that mentality came to be. Like, it's like, well, you could just drown in your sorrows, or you could get up and continue doing something. So I decided to say, fuck it. If I can't be in the service industry right now, which I have like 20 years in, I'll pivot and I'll go do something else I know how to do. Yeah. It wasn't going to be art, by the way. And NFTs I wasn't big into yet, but art's a really hard industry. This made more sense because of the viewership that you could kind of bring in.
Yeah,
at
absolutely.
Least to survive.
Oh yeah. So then you mentioned art. So did you have you had a background in art growing up then? Is that something you did very young?
Yeah, man, I've been drawing since I was, I don't know, like 6. And then I went to the Milwaukee Institute of Art and Design for 2 years, left that, and started working for Volition, which if you've played like Red Faction or any of those games, that was like my first big boy job.
That's
along
awesome.
with 2 other jobs. One of them I won't say because it'll ruin stuff, but the other one I was a stripper for 13 years. So you learn a lot of stuff in that time frame.
Like a stripper?
As an adult, I wore the hat. Yeah, like a full thing. Not like paint off a wall. No, like a real thing.
That's fucking
But when
awesome.
you hear the other job, that will make a lot of sense.
Got it. Cool.
I had to make money somehow. I couldn't drink it all, so
I believe you.
I couldn't drink it all, and I was in the gym like 6 days a week for the other job.
Oh, okay. I'm excited.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll
get to it.
There's a little hint for you.
Yeah. Spoilers, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to pull that up just in case. Cool.
Me as a stripper, good luck. You're not finding that.
No. Dang it.
Yes.
It's buried forever.
It is. It's buried. It's somewhere in the interwebs.
Somewhere. We'll find
pretty old. It probably wasn't even on the internet yet, actually. You better have Polaroids laying around.
I like to think they're like acrylic coasters now that you just have out on your coffee table.
Some grandma's house?
Yes, please.
Fucking doily over top of it? Oh, God, I hope so. Grandma, whoever you are out there, if you have those, I will sign it. Sign whatever you have. Cave art. Yes, Katie, cave art.
Yes.
not that old. It just looks like it.
Honestly, I would love just like slip one of those into like a family scrapbook somewhere, and they're like, oh, here's wedding pictures in it.
Do you think I haven't done that already?
Good.
Come on now. I didn't have a beard back then or any. Well, no, I did. It was just short. It was a short one. Oh God. And then that, and I do paid GMing. That I do world design and paid GMing, and the art thing kind of came together. The whole thing started with art. Holy shit. Let's backtrack.
Yeah.
I do cartography for the industry. I get hired to finish projects when an artist has to leave, and I get paid to duplicate their style.
Oh, wow.
So, like, if somebody's doing maps and I need the book to kind of keep that artistic feel, I'm brought in for that.
Nice.
And that's how the art director thing happened, because I was doing the video game industry.
Yeah.
And then Brian's like, hey, man, you obviously know how to dupe art. Like, make sure that we have the same style. So I got brought on for that. The big one I did a lot of that for was actually an artwork, was Razor Coast back for Pathfinder 1 from Frog God Games. If you have not played that and you like pirate games, it's an open form pirate game. Totally different concept.
Okay.
Ooh.
What's it called again?
It's pretty Razor Coast from Frog God Games.
Razor Coast. I've also never played Pathfinder.
Same. Gotta do
So
it.
they have it for Pathfinder, and I think Swords and Sorcery is. I think that's Frog God Games' main thing that they do them for.
Okay.
But you can convert it into whatever you want. But there's multiple ways to play it, and it's sandboxy. It's actually like a map that says, "Hey, these are the zones that are open," and the GM has a checklist for the items, quests, and people they talk to that unlock other quests. So you're not playing in a straight path. It truly is an open form.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We need to
I had
adapt
a
that. That'd be cool.
Blast designing that. I can tell you there's were sharks in it.
Were sharks?
Sweet.
Fuck
Were
yes.
sharks. The artwork for the cover, here's a good story. The artwork for the cover of this thing, back before Wayne Reynolds, who does all the artwork for D&D, what was it, Forever on 3.5, and now for everything for Paizo, he did the art for that book. Nick Logue somehow corralled this guy into doing the art with this pirate woman on the cover and a black wereshark coming at her on this pirate ship. Fucking amazing. Like, Nick, how did you get there? He's like, yeah, we were drinking one night, and he said he'd do it, and I held him to it. I was like, no way I'm doing that now. I might have it around here somewhere. Oh, I do. I have it right here, actually.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, shit, that's cool.
Slick.
Yeah, so Wayne Reynolds. So I did a bunch of design work in this, and I love that. It might be my favorite thing to run for people who want to play a totally different type of adventure, and if you're a GM, totally different type of adventure. Your prep is very different. You don't like to prep little segments instead of prepping the whole thing.
I love that. Okay. Yeah, I'm a big fan of I've been a big fan of the rules light games because as a GM, I'm still pretty new at GMing. I'm new at D&D in general. Like, I didn't start playing D&D until end of 2019 to cope with a breakup.
Oh, okay.
And
hey man, good cope.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's been brilliant.
Still.
It's led
good
me.
Job.
It led me here. Yeah.
Are they? But yeah, it's awesome.
It's been great, but like as a GM, like I still like I was struggling. Like I plan things out, but like over plan things, then I don't leave room for them to play and change things. So I like try to go in the opposite, and then I feel like I didn't have enough plan. But like with these like rules light games, I'm like I could just throw stuff out there, and then we're tell a story together. You know.
Have you played Shadow the Demon Lord on Perception yet?
No.
Oh, I would love to run that for you all.
Hell yeah.
So
come do it.
So Shadow the Demon Lord is done by Rob Schwab. Rob Schwab is like 3.0, 3.5 guy. He is like hail, like way up there. He made an amazing system. The entire initiative is just fast and slow. That is it. And you just say what you want to go on. But for him, I did something called Fire's Hunger because I was doing plotted adventures. And it's basically a map that I do artwork for, a plot web over top of the map on a separate sheet, and then a blown up plot web. And you listen to an audio log and write your own notes for how you want to write it and how you want to run it as a GM. So you listen to it like a podcast and you fill out like, oh, I like that. I'm using this. And you convert it for your system.
Wow. That's cool.
It's super clean. It's like 4 pages, 20 or 30 audio tracks, so you can be in the shower, at work, listening to it. You're not carrying around a book with you the whole time. And you just have the map, and I tell everybody, print the map and just draw on it and figure out how you want to run it for you and your game. That's it. That's all you got to do.
That's so
cool.
I
did that for him, and I have 3 other ones for my studio that I did, and I haven't done more just because I've been getting my ass kicked since COVID, doing all this other stuff. But I'm definitely going to get back to him. As a GM, I'm a hip shooter, and I don't prep a lot. Cucumber knows.
Yeah.
He's been on my stuff enough. I just tell him, like,
fun.
hey, you're playing an AI, deal with it. And
I love it. So then you like a lot of like I don't want to say avant-garde, but you like those like unique styles of playing TTRPGs. It sounds like not just like the straightforward run and gun or dungeon crawl kind of thing.
Look, if I'm honest, I think that pre-written adventures are awesome. I think they're great for people to have. I feel like it's fucking college, and if you heard me earlier, I went for 2 years and left. I do not like studying.
Yeah.
It's not my jam. And Spoon 9 forever. That's right, Katie. And I just don't want to. I don't want to do that. I want to study it. I want to be in it and running it. And I want my game that I run to be different than the one you run. I know if we both play, Tomb of Horror, it is going to be different.
Yeah.
But it's just, you're still following the same rules, you're still following the same dungeon layouts. I definitely like it to feel like it's my own and my group's story, not one written. Now, there's nothing wrong with pre-written. It's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Like if I get hired to run a pre-written, you're paying me more because I have to do homework. I do not want to do it.
I love that.
If you want me to run my own thing and you give me stylistically what you want, fucking sweet. Let's go.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of lore to remember with pre-builds and stuff too. That's why I don't like them too much. You're just like,
It's the flipping back and forth.
Mhm.
Flipping back and forth. Monsters in the back, story in the front. Now then you got a writer who's giving you 40 pages of fluff like you're reading a novel, and the adventure is like this big in the middle. It's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, the first thing I ran was I made a little quick one-shot dungeon thingy where they had to solve puzzles and stuff, and I liked it. And then I actually DM'd, I was a player in my group for a month, and then my DM was like, well, do you want to do it instead, because you seem really passionate about it? I was like, okay. And we were doing Fendelver, so it was because all of us were new, and so it was a small book, but it's still a lot of flipping pages, and I kept feeling like
that's
what can I
great
change
starter
things?
adventure.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then we kind of continued from there, and I was writing my own things, and I brought Neverwinter into it and stuff like that, and it was cool. But then we got busy, and then I kind of got a writing block. I was like, I don't know where I'm going with this thing, and
so can I ask questions back? Am I allowed to ask questions?
Yeah,
please,
sure.
please.
Okay, so you started GMing because someone asked you to.
I wanted to, but I had never played before, so I was like, maybe I should play first.
How did you find your group for gaming?
Literally at work. I used to work for a theme park. I work for a different theme park now.
Those who shall not be name checked.
Yes, I mean we mention all the time, but yeah, yeah. So I worked there, and I was talking with some friends, and I was like, I've been watching this, and I've been wanting to play forever. And I was talking to my friend BJ, and I was like, let's just get a group together. I'm sure we know people who want to play. Let's just find them. And so we found a group of 5 or 6 of us that were all wanted to play. All of us were new, so none of us had played before.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
One person had his dad had been playing since D&D started, and so he knew about D&D.
Oh.
Yeah. So he knew about D&D, and he had a bunch of old books from him and everything. And so I was like, let's just get starter kits and just go for it. And so we did. And my friend BJ was the DM because he's really good at from the hip kind of stuff.
Improv.
But he started getting a little bit.
Don't do improv here. I'm just.
No, never. It's all scripted, kids. Don't believe it.
There's also a part of the show I forgot to mention earlier that we'll get to later.
Is it called improv?
Maybe.
Yes.
But yeah, so it was that kind of thing where we were trying to figuring it out as we went, and he didn't like the book. He didn't like that we were using a pre-written adventure. He just wanted to do whatever he wanted. Which was fine. But we had already committed to the book, and I was like, do what you want, but whatever you need to do. And then I was talking about I have all these ideas about stuff, and he's like, well, then why don't you just be a DM and then just do it, and then when we're done, you can keep going. And I was like, okay, I guess, yeah, I think I can do. I think I read through the rule books. I had the player's handbook all done. I had started reading the Dungeon Master's Manual, and it was fine. I felt okay with it, but I didn't have a style. I didn't have anything yet because I didn't play enough. I didn't know the game well enough. Cucumber just rocks out all the time. That's what he does.
It's good
I was gonna say he's just rocking over there. I think that there's a common misconception that you have to follow the rules.
Right.
And what I've said for quite some time, either giving advice on panels for new GMs or players, is it's really simple. The rules are there as the love language between all of us. But the story that you're writing and playing and creating together is really what matters. And the rules are just to keep us in a guideline. So you don't show up to football and play baseball. That's all the rules do. They just keep us in the same path. But as a GM behind the screen, the rules don't fucking matter. They're really players.
I've learned that now.
Just know the core mechanics.
Yeah.
DCs, that's all you need. I think I'm getting visited by a dog over here.
Oh, pups.
She's running around.
Also, KDM just said, I noticed the Requiem shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's great. It's a great cafe in Anaheim. If you haven't checked it out, great people, great food, great drinks, great environment.
I was gonna say Requiem for a Dream, so I'm way off.
wrong Requiem.
No, it's cool. They got like a forest area, a sci-fi area, a
You
big
can fucking
ass
sit in a tree.
D&D table thing that they carve. It's all unique stuff.
It's in Anaheim, you said?
Mm-hmm. In downtown Anaheim. It's really cool. Next time you're out here, you should go check it out.
And now they have booze.
That's right.
Hey, okay, I'm in. I'm there.
You can
Let's
add
go.
sake to their they have these lemonade drinks. You can add
There's
rice
no
wine
whiskey
to
in
it.
my coffee.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
go.
Yeah, there's nothing here. There's no whiskey in there.
It's all nerd themed, anime, fantasy themed. It's great.
Those fuckers still owe me a shirt
Oh, they never got
and a mug.
Message the owner.
Do they make it a child size?
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, listen,
Well,
you
a
fucking
boy
made
could
you guys made fun of me last night, so you can make fun of you a little bit.
I made an Italian joke. Brian made the short joke.
That's
all
fair.
right.
That's fair.
So here's my question: you all live in California, right?
Yep.
You're in Cal. Cucumber, what do you look like when you don't have a green tan?
It's more of like a young
What's
bamboo shoot.
What's the non-faded down here? Like, I'm pale.
Let's see.
What are you?
This collar's very tight. I'll be right back.
He's stripping.
Go find your race car bed.
Ladies and gentlemen, a peek of the OnlyFans that may happen if we get to that point in one of our Patreon goals is
There you go.
oh my-
There you go.
oh my god.
I mean, I guess puppet nipple doesn't count, so it's like there won't be any blockage here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Gentle reminder that if we do reach the $2,000 cap on our Patreon, I will start my OnlyFans. That's not a joke. I'm gonna do it.
Yep.
Oh my god.
tell
I
your
can't
friends.
wait.
Get some naked puppet
I
action.
can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Let's do it.
Oh yeah. Scott Rep says, "Oh my." Indeed.
Oh, my.
Welcome to Perception Studio, Scott. So, okay, let's go back. We talked about me a little bit. I'm uncomfortable. So let's go back to you. So you've been playing Dungeons and Dragons and Tabletop for a long time. What was like the start of it? Like what got you into it?
I stole my uncle's first edition D&D book signed by Gary Gygax.
Holy fuck. That's cool. You stole it?
I stole it from Penthouse was next to it, and I stole the D&D book. Not even fucking around.
Oh, that's great.
It's funny because they're upstairs. He was a huge carpenter, and in the floor you could open up the floor in this one part because it had water damage, and they put a board there and they recarpeted it, but you could open it and you could reach down on top of the fridge where the cookie jar was. So you'd open it up and you'd steal not even fucking around. You'd steal a cookie out, eat the cookie, and I'd sit up there and read D&D at a very young age.
Nice.
And then I think what really got me into it, like so many other people, like I'd run stuff, but when Hero Quest came out, that was like game changer.
Okay.
Hardcore. If you guys have played Hero Quest at all?
Not yet.
No?
No.
So they just had the Kickstarter that came back out with all this stuff. Like, it is insane the amount of crap that this came out with.
Wow.
But it was a miniature game like Descent, if you played Descent, where one person GMs and you have little missions you play on this board, and there's new missions for everyone, and certain rooms are active and certain aren't. That changed like how I kind of thought about D&D. That just kind of was the start of it. But yeah, no, I stole a first edition book. It's in that closet in wrap because I'll never give it back to, I don't care. Never getting it back. I've said this so many times on air, but he doesn't watch anything online, so I'm safe.
Perfect.
I will pen him a letter.
Pen him a letter.
I'll remember that.
If he ever asks for it, we know who's to blame.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks, Cucumber. You're the best.
Todd Westcott says, "Wank material is fleeting. D&D is forever."
Facts, Todd. That is Everston from my live show for Elfantia Dark Tides.
Oh,
He's one of the
welcome.
cast members.
That's awesome. I'm glad you all coming out. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. I'm surprised. He's up. I'm usually not up right now.
Oh yeah, we forced ourselves up this early, thanks to some people.
You're welcome.
But so you started with HeroQuest, and I know you streamed a lot. What is your favorite system to run, and what is your favorite system to play?
On camera or off camera?
Let's
difference.
go for both. So on camera, what's your favorite system to play and run?
On camera, when I started streaming, before I even really opened my channel, I just had it attached to my Xbox, was Blades in the Dark, which is one of my favorite games to run, period. Right now, I would think that would probably be what I would love to run online, but I'm having a lot of fun with the new Aliens. The new Aliens game is so good.
Okay.
If you have not played it yet, it is from Free League. It is fucking amazing. Super simple. I've never watched a group get more actually panicked playing the game because of their panic system than maybe Dread. That's the only other thing that's even similar.
I did a space game for Dread too.
So I just, at the wedding, I ran Horror's X-Men.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Katie actually played in that, who's in chat.
Oh, nice.
So that was really cool. Offline, my favorite thing to run, either Shadow the Demon Lord or I 100%. I would have to say Shadow Demon Lord and anything Cypher system I like. But my favorite thing to run with a group of people who are in Fantasy Flight Star Wars.
Yes! Fuck! Yes! I love that system. I love that system. It's so good.
That's not the one we played, right?
Huh? Yeah.
Oh, that is the one we played?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's really fun.
Where you have like the really cool players and GM really get to kind of define narrative. I love that. I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, man. And so it was like, oh yes, you can succeed, but with despair. I'm like, fucking yes. Gimme.
We had a short-lived game that we keep hoping we'll maybe go back to, where our whole story is that we owned a Star Tours franchise where we had like one ship, and what we really was a front for smuggling. And
little did you know that Disney was actually going to do that and then charge people their soul.
Yeah, right. But like, yeah, so we like had, this was like recently, and then one of the things that happened immediately in like our first session was we turned it into like a party bus to get the young people to come with us. So we put like a stripper pole in there.
Yeah, because our overhead was ridiculous, so we had to make some side cash real fast. So it's
we got a droid with like a light show in it in the top part, the dome. So when it was like clear with like lights that were like went around, and it was a DJ. You were what was it? What did you play?
The Chiss?
The Chiss, thank you. He was a Chiss that was intimidating people to join.
I was the flight attendant, so I would come down the rows and be like, "You're enjoying your flight?" Good.
It was a great game. I miss it.
Are you creepily like petting their head too? Like,
and he's an assassin who's also a flight attendant.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, great. Great.
But I had a very fancy scarf, and I looked fantastic.
That's right.
Man. Do you actually have that scarf?
I do now. I now have a flight attendant scarf at home, so I'm going to use it if I ever play that character again.
Is it Delta Purple? What does it look like?
It is, it's United Blue.
Oh, okay. Does that kind of clash?
Oh, yes, definitely. But I also have a full Stormtrooper armor set for myself that I can wear maybe at a different campaign. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Our friends Adam Jess FX built me a suit of armor, and they built Chunk what's
Jedi?
Queel? No, he's Ugnaught, an Ugnaught costume. So we both have a couple Star Wars costumes.
Yeah, we I think
that's awesome.
Our friends at Adam Jess FX made it for us, and it's they're great.
They look boss as fuck, and I'm so mine is Clone Trooper armor, so I was playing a retired Clone Trooper, and it was Elite Squad, so I had the green on. Yeah, it's super boss.
Retired Clone Troopers. Cool. I run 1313 on Coruscant. There was a video game that was supposed to be made by the same people who did. God, I can't remember the name. There was another video game she did that was huge, Drake's Fortune. She was supposed to write that. They got canceled, but I love running Coruscant 1313 during the Rebels animated timeline. Like right when Ahsoka shows up and all that kind of stuff happens. Perfect time to run that scum and villainy. And you don't have to worry about your people planet jumping right away either. Because you go to major cities to buy stuff. The only time you leave a major city is when you do something wrong and you have to run. And I'm looking at people in the audience, you know who the fuck you are.
Todd says, I tried very hard to derail Eric's FFG Star Wars game with my droid fashion designer, but he rolled with it and it was amazing.
Yes, I did. That character was amazing. He also had a guy with a shotgun leg that was a doctor, which I did not expect.
A shotgun leg?
Yeah, he was like a veteran, or he lost his arm. He had a cyber leg, but he fell on the ground. He's like, I shoot him. Like, you don't have anything in your hands. He's like, actually, my leg is a shotgun. I was like, I'm sorry, what? They were playing like I think they were playing like police troopers on a planet. They were all on swoop, like fighting swoop gangs, I think is what we were doing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
Fucking insane. Yeah.
I love tabletop RPG.
Yay.
Best stories ever.
Oh my god, it's so good. And I'm upset that I didn't play earlier because I fell in love with it so quickly.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people do it early and then never come back.
What?
Oh, wow. Said some people do it early though and they never come back. So it might be better that you found it now.
Yeah,
That's true.
I would also say, people, if the first time you play and it kind of sucks, find a different group or find a different GM. It's like everyone can have fun doing this. Like, so it's just like if it doesn't feel right, it's cool. Move on to the next group.
Yeah.
Look, it's not marriage. You don't have to be monogamous. You can have more than one group.
Yeah, absolutely. During the pandemic I had 4. Yeah.
And now how many do you have?
Now I don't have anything right now. Oh no, I have one. We're playing Descent into Avernus because he really wanted to run it, and
Nice.
I've never played it before, so it's fun.
That's one of the few that I do want to play that's pre-written. Descent and Rime of the Frost Maiden or whatever it is. That's
Oh, we
I
did that
haven't
one not too long ago.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's, they look fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I want to play with the new one that just came out, the Wild and the Witchlight, with all the face stuff. That looks like a lot of fun. I need
Did
to.
you see there's a Displacer Beast cub in there? Like a baby Displacer Beast?
What?
Yeah, there's a
I
baby
did not
Displacer
see that.
Beast. And on one of the shows that Allie is running on our channel on Friday, she's doing Westbirch, and somebody got a baby Displacer Beast. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. And there's an actual baby Displacer Beast in the book.
That's fucking great. I love that.
Yeah, it's great. It's super cool.
Oh my god. So I'm curious. We have these two truths and a lie, and you kept alluding to them, and I think I really want to know what this is about. So let's start. Wait, what?
Right before you call that, Scott Grubb says, Merkberg! You're yelling at us? Because we did play it here.
you
More
bastards. Well, isn't it? I interviewed Thomas from Free League, and they're the publisher for that. And it's Mork Borg.
Morkborg.
Morkborg.
Is there accents?
Pretty sure.
I know. I never learned how to
It
say
is,
it right,
but
so I just started saying
this is
Merkberg!
Mork. And then he's like, "Don't worry about it. You don't live here." I was like, "All right, thank you. You can say it however you want." Because his real name's like Tomas, but he says it's Thomas. It's just
Yeah.
anyway. Great game. Do you know what's coming out the 13th? There's cyberpunk version of Mork Borg for Kickstarter. Kickstarter goes live, I think, the 13th.
We gotta tell
it's
Lauren. He's
fueled,
gonna
they
lose his
say,
mind.
And I quote, "It's fueled by rage." I'm like, yes, I'm in. Let's do this.
All right. That's exciting. Ooh.
Cyborg. Thank you. Yeah,
Cyborg.
Scott.
Hi, Allie.
Cyborg. Hi. Hello. So let's get into
Okay, now you can do it.
one of these is bullshit.
No one in the audience help who know me. No one in the audience help with this.
Yeah, so Todd, Allie, Katie, all you guys, don't say anything.
Don't ruin it.
Don't ruin it. All right, so we have two truths and a lie here from Eric. I'm going to read them out loud. I don't know the answer. We don't know the answer. So we're going to talk about it while you guys vote for it. We have a straw poll in the chat already. There it is.
No one knows a poll for it.
Yep, they're going to vote. So you all get to vote who and or what which one is the lie. Which of these is bullshit? And then we'll talk about it. All right, here we go. So Eric once skydived off a building in Dubai on someone else's dime. Okay. Trained dolphins for SeaWorld during his summers in high school.
Okay.
Or was shot in the shoulder over a knee replacement.
Okay.
Shot in the shoulder over a knee, like because of a knee replacement, that kind of thing? Like, is that what you mean, over every knee replacement? Okay.
Yeah.
Shot in the shoulder over a knee replacement.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Okay. I once skydived off a building in Dubai on someone else's dime, trained dolphins for SeaWorld during summers in high school, and was shot in the shoulder over a knee replacement. Oh, God. What's the answer?
I made one rhyme, one not. I made them all as confusing as I could, but if you know me, any of these could be true.
Right.
Any of these could be
Let's
true.
see.
If you know
I'm
me.
gonna say you were probably busy stripping in high school, so maybe not the Dolphins. Maybe not the Dolphins, because you already had.
So he mentioned something about not being able to have a beard. So I think that means that SeaWorld is true. Because that would make sense that you can't have a beard while you're with the dolphins.
Do dolphins hate beards? Is that a
It's
thing?
just something for them to grab.
So's your face and arm and hand as you lower a fish into the maw of a
But
predatory
then what else
beast.
would that apply to?
Huh?
Because he mentioned that it was
technically
teasing.
water too, because you don't want to leave anything in the water. So I mean,
That's
if
true.
you're looking at it from that scope, that is very true.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, I'm gonna
Do you
say
get to ask me questions to try to see if I'm lying?
No,
or not?
No.
we'll just debate amongst
Oh, come
ourselves,
on.
and the chat will also guess.
yes.
So you just got to hold that poker face for a little bit. Ryan, what do you think?
Oh God.
Is this the hardest series of questions you've gotten?
Yes,
Probably.
I think so.
Probably.
Because I believe they're all possible.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm
there-
going to say shot in the shoulder.
Apparently, dolphins want to fuck dudes with beards, according to the chat. We've learned something interesting today.
I mean, doesn't everybody, chat?
Right?
Doesn't everybody?
That's why I keep it.
Yes, it's true. It's true.
Katie says instant dolphin boners.
Yep, 100%. Just 3-foot erection, ready to go.
Oh, this is canon. I love it. So, okay, I'm gonna say.
I feel like the last one is too weird to not be true. Shot in the shoulder of a knee replacement, like
Yeah.
that seems plausible for some reason.
Yeah, the way it's like vague enough that it could be very true, and like knowing, like once we hear the story, like okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I don't know.
Chat's leaning towards skydiving.
I'm gonna go with shot in the shoulder. I'm gonna say that's the lie.
Oh my gosh, you know what? Knowing things I know, I feel like skydiving definitely is true, but it's too late. I'm gonna stick with my vote. I'm gonna stick with
No,
my
you
vote.
can switch
which
it
one?
if you want. I'm not
Dolphins?
going to judge you out loud.
No, I'm gonna keep it. Stick to my guns. Pew, 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 pew,
So you chose dolphins,
Um,
or you chose shot and shoulder?
oh wait, yeah, no, dolphins.
Dolphins. Cool. All right. So looks like we got our votes in, and as right now everybody
Okay.
thinks that skydiving is false. So this is what we're gonna do. Start with one of the truths, whichever one you want. Start with one of the truths, and we'll talk about that in the story.
Ooh. Start with one of the truths.
Yeah.
Chicago, working for a gentleman who designed the active life knee replacement as a bodyguard. I was shot in the shoulder when a woman's husband was very mad that she didn't get into the trials for the knee replacement.
Shit.
He was only taking people who were athletic because the whole point of this knee was to be able to ski and snowboard on it and play golf. If you probably remember the commercials, they were like white, gray, and red. It would like show someone swinging the golf club, and it'd go from them to like an animated image of just like a silhouette of them swinging the golf club. That's what this knee replacement's for.
Huh.
She unfortunately was way above the weight class needed for this, and he was tweaked out. And yeah, I got shot through the shoulder in Chicago for it.
Jesus.
And it didn't turn out well for anyone in that situation, but I'm fine. No permanent damage. It hurt, but you know, surgeries take care of that stuff.
Damn.
Now you're really questioning what you fucking picked, aren't you?
I mean, now I know I'm wrong. Now that's shit. Okay. All right. So we'll find out what the answer is, but let's go with the truth. What's the truth?
Well, what do you mean? Which one? The next
The other truth.
second
The
one?
other truth. Yeah, the
Full
second
reveal.
truth.
So I am trained as a skydiving instructor. I was there for the same guy as a thank you after everything. We were in Dubai, and he's like, hey, we can't have guards in Dubai that we bring in. Here's a credit card to me and the other guard who was with me. He's like, $5,000. Have fun. I'm like, in Dubai? I'm not going to, $5,000 won't get me through a week. He's like, no, a day. I was like, oh, okay. So I and the gentleman I was with both skydive, and we were like, well, fuck it. Let's see what it costs to jump off a building in Dubai.
That's fucking awesome.
Okay.
Okay. So what was the not having a beard then for? For Scott?
Oh,
Was
so
that
the
something
bodyguard,
separate?
I could not grow one out because I did not have one when I started, and they wanted you to look as least conspicuous as possible. So mine was closer to yours, no sides, trimmed short for a long time. And then as a stripper, long beards weren't the best thing. So those two things at the same time, because I was in the gym all the time, and the other one kind of, how else do I make money when I'm off the clock? Well,
Yeah.
private parties.
That's fucking great. That's so fucking
that.
great. I've never actually talked to an actual male stripper before.
No?
Oh, really?
No.
There's a
You
lot
haven't
of us.
lived.
There's a lot of us. Stage work sucks. 100% prefer private parties.
Okay. Now, because we're on this topic, any horror stories from private parties? Like, you can pick one if you want. Like,
Yeah. This is really simple. It's really simple. It's not a monkey bar and it's not a stick shift. Fucking stop it. Those are my two things to anywhere in a private party. Don't be a fucking idiot.
oh my god.
That's our rule. I know Todd has heard me say that at least once before, probably in the same face you had. Just goddamn it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. That's my favorite.
Oh my god. That was great. Good to know.
Do you want to know why I picked the lie?
Oh, please, yes.
So the thing, I've had a lot of jobs. I'm at 70 something at this point in 40 years. I usually have 2 to 4 at a time. And I usually don't talk about them all because people are like, it's bullshit. But the thing I always say is, well, the one thing I've never done is train dolphins.
So you made that the lie.
So I made that the lie because that's the thing I've never done. Would I do it? Absolutely. But I just never have.
Let's fucking get on this, guys. Let's send letters.
I've never trained dolphins. If anyone out here is a dolphin trainer, I would love to learn to do it. I'm not afraid of really anything. So I would do it in a heartbeat.
I know someone who will know a dolphin trainer. I can make this happen.
Michi?
I 100% will do it. Let's go.
Michi?
No, she's a scuba diver.
Oh, she's a scuba diver.
But
we,
no,
we,
I
can
know
turn, we can turn it. We can turn it into a series. You can record it and put it up on Perception.
Hell yes.
We'll get the dolphin to play D&D.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's one that can bounce a big foam die for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like I do this stuff.
We got to make this happen.
Katie is right. I did train dogs for police force instead.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Oh.
I got to be a decoy for the K9 units at Disneyland.
I got stopped for
really?
a sandwich.
So what do they do? Make you walk around with Coke in your pocket? Like, how did that work?
Yeah, they gave me a backpack, or they told me to wear a jacket, and they put something in there. It was always wrapped differently. Like, it wasn't necessarily cocaine. It was, I think it was supposed to be like.
Yeah, it tasted like LSD. So
yeah. It tastes like pixie sticks. It was great. I don't remember the rest of the day. I don't get.
Why are these all on a strip?
Yeah, no, I think it was supposed to be like explosives and stuff.
Okay, so you're probably curious with gunpowder in it or something like that.
Yeah, so like basically we'd either go like before the security checkpoint at by Disneyland, or like in the structure, and they just have me like, all right, when I say go, and just keep walking no matter what. Don't stop. Don't look back. Just keep going. And then like at one point they gave me like a little like chew toy thing and be like, just keep going. Thing? Yeah, like a little toy.
In your mouth when you walk around. So
yeah. Just so if I got nervous,
because Dino was a good boy.
I was a good boy. But he'd be like, yeah, when I say go, just like drop it behind you and keep walking, and that lets the dog know that like you did a good job or something like that. I don't know what it was.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool. I got paid for it, and it was
that's the best part. So hold on, you got to walk around Disney World with a backpack, doing nothing but that, and got paid.
Yeah, it was like 4 hours. It was like actually only worked for like 2 hours, but I got paid for 4 hours.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, it was
Tell
cool.
me you want SAG rates for that shit.
Yeah, because the department I was in at Disney. Now that you know, I worked. They kind of like used.
Southern California theme park. What could it be?
You weren't at Kings Island or Six Flags?
Six Flags. Fuck no.
I've still never been to Six Flags.
Never.
No.
Best roller coaster park in the world, Cedar Point, hands down.
That's what I keep hearing.
Hands
down.
Cedar Point is the shit.
Yeah.
And it's on a peninsula, so when we sink Ohio, it can stay.
Great. Perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect.
When we sink Ohio.
I'm from Michigan. We don't like Ohio.
That's fair. Now we work for the theme park that place also owns.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So they use us for everything. So that was one of the jobs. They were like, hey, we need people. You guys do lots of stuff, and you can take a direction pretty easily. Come over and so they just like wear unassuming clothes. Wear a jacket that has pockets that's bigger so we can like hide whatever you're wearing and stuff, and like don't ever. And then afterwards we got to pet the dog sometimes, which is nice.
Yeah.
There was a real cool golden lab that was named Dollar, who was fucking awesome. Such a great dog.
$1 bill jaw.
Yeah.
They used to always take the dogs on the dogs breaks down to one of our old break rooms, so we got to play with all those dogs like almost every day. It was so much fun.
That's cool.
And they're so good. They're so
Oh,
good.
corpse.
Wait, so were you the toy they threw around, Cucumber? How did that work?
They were very gentle. I only needed a few stitches. I squeaked real good for them.
Oh, God.
I don't like it.
Oh, yeah, that's creepy. You're sitting next to it. That's even worse. That's the beginning of a horror movie right there.
You just hear that echoing down a dark hallway.
A felted friend. was down a dark hall.
We could honestly, if the setting and the context was good, and you saw just like Cucumber's face glowing in the darkness, fuck that.
Hey, fuck you! What the hell is that? What?
Or the new Nick Cage movie that he was in.
Oh,
where he's in,
what a
like,
beautiful
the
young man
close-up, like,
back there.
Major Magics.
Yeah.
Did you guys in California, besides like Chuck E. Cheese, because those were fucking everywhere?
Right.
Did you have any places like Chuck E. Cheese?
Discovery Zone.
Because we had the. All right, so
Yeah.
we had one in Toledo called Major Magics,
Huh.
and it was like a drum major and all these people in it. It was like on point Friday Night at Freddy's. It closed. All of the stuff went up for auction. These couple people bought it, and they're reopening the place.
No.
Those people, serial killers. Only thing that makes sense.
That's awesome.
It's a
Man.
big front.
You know, the closest thing we had to that was Mac Tonight. There was like an animatronic Mac Tonight, like at a player piano. I remember, like somewhere out here, and I don't remember which McDonald's it was, but it was dope.
Wasn't
it was
it
like,
Universal?
Was
No.
it?
No.
It was just like a random McDonald's. It was
Yeah.
weird.
Might have been
They might have
Hollywood.
had more than one, but I just remember like the piano would be behind like a little like plexiglass cage, and then you'd have like an
Rocky
animatronic Mac
Bullwinkles.
Tonight, and you could like shout out a song, kind of like Irma at the Magic Castle, and then it would
Yeah.
just fucking play. It was weird, man.
Really,
it was
just
super
some
weird.
poor sap stuck under the stage with a tiny fucking piano.
Right.
Probably.
But Major Magics, look it up. Rocky and Bullwinkle, I remember that existing. But I'm always amazed by that stuff because that was like the beginning of all the crazy stuff we see at amusement parks now. Were those old, creepy child party places that are the beginning of all horror movies.
Right?
Yeah,
Oh,
man, it
what's-
is fucking frightening.
What's the other one? It was like a Chuck E. Cheese, but it was a bear, and it was it's like movie time or magic time or something pizza.
I don't remember that one.
Movie time.
Fuck, I don't remember the name of it. It's oh god, I have so many friends who are obsessed with it. Like they made like a cool little model where you could like take the face off and you could see all the animatronic guts, but it's only like
Yeah,
you know
that's
8
not
inches
any
tall.
creepier.
Ah, I love it.
At like
Right.
fucking 8 years old, you're just like, well, here's the inside of
Showbiz.
your friend Freddy.
Showbiz pizza. That's what it was.
Showbiz?
Thank you, MJL. Yeah, Showbiz
nice.
pizza. It's a hell of a thing.
Never heard of that.
Never.
Never heard of
Go
that.
look it up. It's
Yeah.
real fucking
Was that in
weird.
LA?
It was. No, I don't know. Actually, I think it was Midwest. Something like that.
Oh, okay. I never.
I mean, I'm from the Midwest. I don't fucking remember that place.
I don't know. I have a friend. I have two
I'm pretty
friends who are
sure-
both obsessed with it, like obsessed. Anytime any merch comes out or any artist does anything, there's like buy.
Wait. I think that was actually based in Chicago.
Ah,
Oh. Are you looking it up?
It was a restaurant.
East
yeah,
Coast,
it
it's
was a
it.
restaurant company. Showbiz was American Family Entertainment Center restaurant pizza founded in the 1980s.
Oh shit. Showbiz was
Merged
bought by
into
Chuck E. Cheese.
Cheese. That's what it is. They merged together.
That's why it disappeared.
Can I drop links in chat? Are we able to do that?
Yeah,
Yeah, for
please.
sure, of course.
Whatever you want to do.
All right. Continue
yeah.
the question. I'm gonna put Major Magics in because it's the creepiest fucking thing ever. I'm just
I'm
gonna put it in
excited.
the image gallery for Major Magics.
Oh, great.
All right, everybody.
Can't wait to look at it.
No, you don't want to.
one
That's
of our
too
good
big.
friends is
Jesus
actually built or is behind all of the Felted Friends for the current Chuck E. Cheese campaign.
Oh shit,
They're
really?
adorable. Yeah,
Wait,
they're
are they
really
coming
fucking
back?
cute. Huh? Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah. They youthed him up, so now he's like that young looking like hip rat. But then they made a whole bunch of like Felted Friend versions of them, and they're adorable. And the shorts are actually pretty cute. Like they're doing good stuff.
I gotta look that
Wait,
up. I didn't
you
see those
want
at
to
all.
wear his shorts?
Sure. It seemed fresh.
That's what you just said.
I can imagine there'd be like an eBay or something where they're selling Chuck E. Cheese shorts. Look at anything
Yeah.
from the
Oh,
current.
yeah.
Yeah.
Creepy,
I had my sixth.
creepy shit, man.
Oh, Todd says he had a 6th birthday at Showbiz.
Okay,
I was
so
more
was
excited
there
for the
one out
Castle.
here, Todd?
Oh, he got a Castle Grayskull instead of the show. That's what he was more excited about. That's great.
Nice.
The rat got a facelift. Yep, he did.
Boom.
He's
Here you
cute
go.
now.
There's a YouTube short for Major Magics and the revitalization and all the fucking ridiculousness for it. It's so
Oh,
creepy.
brilliant.
It's so
Okay.
it's
Okay.
so creepy.
We gotta watch that after. Excellent.
The drum major is the most frightening old man I've ever seen.
Great. You know, they used to want to scare kids. I think for a while. Now they're like, no, let's not scare kids anymore.
They should keep doing that. It really helps them grow up better.
Oh yes.
Flying
I
Cows was a Chuck E. Cheese for a while. That makes me so happy.
Nice.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh God. I want to hear these stories. We'll have to talk, Brittany.
Oh, God, I have so many stories. Anyway.
Well, you know what? I think it's a good time now to bring into the part of the show that we did not warn you about at all this time. Usually I give a light warning. This time I didn't warn you at all. So let's bring out our
We'll be all right.
our resident expert of all things, Dr. Know-It-All.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. I'm on Chuck E. Cheese now.
Yep. Welcome.
Welcome to Dr. Know-It-All.
Hi, friends.
You gotta have that little bounce to you, though.
Who's your favorite possum?
He's bugging out.
So, Dr. Know-It-All is our resident expert of all things, our multi-headed expert of all things. And today, Dr. Know-It-All's heads look like Eric, me, and Cucumber.
Hi.
And Ryan will assist us fielding questions for Dr. Know-It-All. Your advice, anything you want to know, Dr. Know-It-All is here to answer your questions one head at a time, one word at a time, until your answer is complete.
And we'll have to try to include some of the question in the answer.
Yes, and then at the end of our answer, we will bow with all of our heads to let them know that we are done. Does it make sense?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
All right,
that
chat,
one.
get on it. Start asking
Let's
some
ask some
questions.
questions.
Word, follow along, put the question in it. Check.
Got it. Done. Perfect. And this is always a mess for us, so don't worry.
Oh, I'm
bow
fine
when-
looking like a fool.
When the question is done.
Yes,
Yeah.
we said that.
Ooh, wee.
Yes.
I put him on the screen for us.
Yay!
Oh, beautiful. Look at that. What a brain. Todd says the Eldritch Hydra of knowledge. Yes,
Ooh, I like that.
I like it. Todd, get on that art, man.
Ask the
Yes.
questions.
Ask the questions. Do we have any in volume?
We
No,
do
man,
not.
volume's
We do not.
very quiet.
Volume. What the heck?
The opposite.
Literally
of being
called volume. Yeah.
It's muted. You're unmuted.
Oh, I have one.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Go for it.
Dr. Know-It-All,
Yes.
what would be the best thing to have read on your hat?
Oh.
Written on your head?
Written.
Okay, yeah.
this?
I know. Sure. Okay. One word.
Am I starting?
Yes.
Okay. I
Would
Have
a
giant
word
in
purple
papyrus
lights
reading
anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Thanks,
It's a big fucking hat.
It has to fit on the hat.
It's just
goes
very
around the brim.
wide.
It's got a flag that shoots out the back, so you have to run real fast.
Does it just scroll? Is it one of the digital ones?
Yeah.
Oh, do we just nod on that? I don't think I can
Yeah,
follow
yeah.
that.
We bowed. We
You
bowed.
got. You got.
I do have another question here from
Perfect.
Dan in the chat. Dr. Know-It-All, I'm thinking about getting a tattoo. What is your advice?
Don't
Get
A.
tattoo.
of
Dino.
rude
Bent
over
The
toilet.
wearing
frilly
Sombrero.
and
drinking
Malort.
tequila.
Oh God. Can't merge those two things together, son. You've never seen the Jepson Malort commercial, have you?
No.
Oh.
But yeah, so don't get a tattoo of that, guys. Whatever you do,
Yeah, you don't want that.
You will regret it for the rest of your life.
yes. Cucumber knows.
Look up the
That's right.
Jepson Malort commercial when you get a chance.
Jackson, what?
Jepson Malort.
Jepson Malort.
Malort.
It
Jepson
is
Malort.
a aperitif out of Chicago.
Oh. Jepson.
Yeah,
I gotta write that. Forget it.
You think that'd be good, but Malort tequila, I think I would rather. Yeah, I would rather drink Drano. That's exactly what I was gonna say. It's a running gag. We bring Malort to conventions and we pour some. We all do shots. I can drink it unfazed. But then after you take a shot, you say, "What does it taste like?" And you say, "Malort." I'll have another. 1 out of fucking 20 people, maybe even 30, actually can tolerate it.
Oof.
Man.
And you mix it with tequila.
Heath says tequila equals to kill ya.
Facts.
Tequila's something I has to be in a drink. Drinking it by itself, it just ruins me every time.
Yeah, it depends on where I'm at. I'll drink pretty much anything.
I'm also not. I'm not as. I'm not a lightweight, but I'm also not as
Not a drink.
seasoned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer like a beer.
If you're not seasoned, you get the fuck out. Yeah, I mean, a brewery. Literally, I can hit it with a stone from my front porch. Is literally
That's fucking awesome.
right there.
Nice.
And my buddy owns it, which is even cooler.
Nice.
Totally random that happened. We did not move here for that. It just all within like 6 months happened.
That's cool.
Yeah, super cool.
So now, if we ever go visit, we can hang out at the brewery.
Oh,
fuck yes.
Oh, you'd be so spoiled if you all come out here to do something.
So we do have a couple more questions.
Yes.
From
Oh.
Flying Cows, Dr. Know-It-All, what's the best mixed drink?
One
Drink.
That
is
Amazing.
is
better
With
Malort.
and
copious
Amounts
of
pickle juice.
muddled
pumpkin
Topped
with
sprinkles.
and
bacon.
Over
over frozen
Cod.
ice cubes.
Yes.
And that is it.
Oh, fuck that. That sounds
It's not a really
awful.
good image, you could dive. Oh god, that's an unnarrated Malort commercial. You are correct, Dan.
Yeah.
You are correct. That is. Jepson would be proud of us. One of the things that he does is they ask him a bunch of questions after he drinks the Malort, and he goes, "It tastes like a gypsy curse." There's some other ones he says that are really bad, like an abortion clinic in Iceland.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It gets dark fast. The guy drinks a whole bottle,
Oh no.
and he actually drinks it for the commercial recording.
Oh no.
I'll have another. Yeah,
Oh.
exactly, Todd.
Oh no, thank you. Jepson Malort.
yeah.
Okay. No, thank you. Let's get another question in there.
All right,
There's one from Katie. You
Yeah.
got it?
yeah.
No.
Dr. Know-It-All, what is the perfect item for a tabletop RPG character to have in their pack?
Ooh.
A
Necessary.
Peace.
male
Equipment.
Is
always
Important.
is
Oh,
is
sorry.
better. I'm trying not to use the same words. Better.
Yeah. Better. Used.
is
This prick right here. Damaging
Enemies.
with
wondrous.
Smite.
in
Wondrous, right? A.
Blade.
In a blade, okay.
Laced.
With
Goblin.
Malort.
Drugs.
Goblin, Malort, drugs. Inducing.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Stop
brain
him.
fog.
Cucumber.
Indu-
Get him. Get him.
You good? Okay. Inducing brain fog.
Oh, you're going with brain fog. Oh, fuck. Which
Incapacitates.
Enemies.
like
Chuck E. Cheese. That's a name. I'm just going to go with one word.
okay. I'm gonna do the same thing.
Animatronics.
Intellect devourers.
We'll end it there.
Don't worry about that trademark copyright shit. I might have just dropped a name you're not supposed to use. But anyway.
That's totally fine.
I
Oh
think
my
it's
God.
bullshit. But anyway.
Thank you, Dr. Know-It-All, for your advice and answering all your questions.
What a
And
clusterfuck.
yeah,
Who
always
designed
is.
This game? Who designed this game?
I don't know.
Improvisers, the worst of all people.
I had like 4 big words I want to use, but I kept getting the conjunctions for everything. I was like, no.
I smelled that.
Right.
Cucumber and Chunk like fucking with people in this game, so which is not the way you're supposed to play it, but that's how we play it. But that's okay.
You're welcome, Todd. I feel like my intellect was devoured. Submission accomplished.
Yes.
Welcome, Todd.
Dr. Know-It-All is the expert of ruining whatever brain cells you had in the moment. But thank you, Dr. Know-It-All, and thank you, Eric, for stopping by and hanging out with
Of
us.
course.
This is awesome. We mentioned a lot of things. We'd love to run. God, what was the game we were talking about?
Shadow Demon Lord.
Shadow the Demon Lord. If you ever want to come and run a game with us,
for you.
yes, we should
happily.
definitely have that.
Let's
Happily.
do it.
I would love to play. I've never played it before, so I'm very happy to play.
I can teach the game really short. When you can make characters, it's all randomly rolled tables for your character.
Oh fuck, yeah, that's great.
So like really fun stuff. Like I think Todd had a guy called a goblin called Drips the Goblin, who was a prostitute back in the day for a witch.
Yes,
So
a
it gets fucked
goblin,
up, but
a
it's
goblin prostitute.
Yeah, it's a really dark fantasy horror. Think Warhammer from a guy who loves heavy metal. Like that's how I would
Awesome.
explain.
That sounds dope.
Like it just has a lot of like demon influence. All the stuff that was that little black book that was like Michael Chick, the guy who's like, oh, Blackleaf, no. It's all of that stuff wrapped into one piece. Like your grandmother will be offended.
Great.
But yeah, I would love to do that. It would be super fucking fun.
Oh yeah. Oh man. And I'll have you say yourself. Where can we find you? We had the links before, but let them know where to find you.
You can find me. Eric Frankhouse presents everywhere. I run my own channel on Twitch under that name. I'm also the network director for Norse Foundry. Right now, our shows on Norse Foundry are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. If you want to do anything and you really want to do something different, our Monday show is Alien Connections. We are playing Aliens from Free League Press. They're sponsoring us. And it is all of the threads between the Ridleyverse. So Blade Runner and Predator and a bunch of other stuff. Although they're not really canon, we're making them canon together for the show.
Nice.
But if you want to fuck with Monday, show up to the Wednesday show at 5 p.m. CST for Alien Fugitive, where you are playing a replicant on the run from Monday's group, and you get to prep the scenes that they are going to do on Monday's show. So like set traps for them, shoot at their ship so that the next episode they're getting fired at, leave xeno eggs or impregnate somebody with a xenomorph so that when they find that person, it jumps out and grabs their face. Whole bunch of great stuff. And you make all the rolls on Wednesday. I make none.
That's fucking great.
So
Sweet.
the audience does it all with Stream Loot cards. And then if I have to say this Friday, Allie's West Birch is on at 8 p.m. CST. She's running Bloodlines and Black Magic. So if you like things like Supernatural, you want your horror because October should last into November and we shouldn't be hearing Christmas music yet, Friday at 8 p.m. That's free.
That's fucking great. I love that.
And season finale for Athantia next Tuesday.
Ooh,
Yeah.
season finale.
Yeah,
All
season finale,
right.
7/15. That's over on Erik Frankhouse Presents. And then we're going to start up a new show, which I think is going to be Ogre Force because everybody really wants it.
Okay, cool.
Ogre Force is our love letter to Voltron.
Oh, I love it.
And
Yeah,
I'll
for adults.
form the head.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. Just one big body, one tiny ass fucking head.
Yes.
Like the brain in the human suit.
Yep.
Fucking awesome.
Yep.
Uh,
That's where you can find me.
That's great. Eric, show Eric some love. Give the Norse Foundry some love as well. They help us out too.
Sure.
So, yeah. Thank you so much for being here. It's been such a pleasure getting to know you and talk to you.
I've been trying to get Cucumber to get me on the goddamn show for like a year now.
What the fuck, Cucumber?
He's afraid he wouldn't have any limelight time.
That's true. But all lights are limelights for my face.
Oh, God damn
God damn it.
motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. But please, thank you for hanging out with us. Those of you that are new today, especially those of you from the cast, thank you for coming and hanging out with us and joining us. Feel free to join us. We're here every Thursday morning, although we do miss some Thursdays, so we'll let you know. But join us. We have lots of cool people like Eric and others on, and more shenanery. I like shenanery as a word.
Is that a word?
I don't know. I made it up. It's great. Shenanery. I know shenanigans is already a noun, but I like shenanery. So
Shenanery.
yeah, shenanery. Like Sean shenanery.
Sure, okay, yeah.
Whatever, Dr. Know-It-All, whatever you say.
I don't know. Exactly. Thank you. It's my fucking show. No, I'm kidding. It's not even my show. It's his fucking show.
If anything you saw today you think was worth at least $1, please consider joining our Patreon. Also, if you want to see my monkey bar or stick shift, make sure we get up to that new goal. So heartfelt gratitude to our Patreon producer, M. Jason O'Dowd, as well as our... yes, sir?
Is it purple?
No, sir. I mean,
The
if you're
curtains match
nasty,
the drapes.
if you're real good at your job, maybe. Thank you, everybody, and a special shout out to our Felted family and friends. We have tiers as low as $1, but at tiers 3 or above, you can get yourself an exclusive Perception Studio pin. For every 3 consecutive months, you can get yourself a different pin. Right now, it's still my angry rage face. Currently, shipments are a little delayed because a bunch of us keep getting jobs, but you'll get your shit. We promise. We always deliver.
I want a cucumber hat, goddammit.
Ooh, we should get hats.
Yeah,
Or a
that'd be
beanie,
cool. I'd
one
wear
or the
that shit.
other. I live in Wisconsin. Beanies are fine too, 8 months out of the year.
Ooh. Yeah. So do.
Thanks for
Like that.
hanging out. Oh wait, Dick Sword.
Dick Sword, everybody. Dick Sword. And make sure you join us
Sword.
tonight over on Twitch for the season finale of our Blades in the Dark campaign.
Yeah.
You're playing Blades in the Dark?
Yeah, well, I'm not, but some people here are. But yeah, it's been pretty cool. It's been fun times.
Super fun, man.
I know. I
Yeah.
was supposed to be on, and I didn't.
You had to get married and shit.
Who? What?
You had to deal with somebody getting married and
Yeah,
shit.
that's right.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh,
Anyways,
that's like-
I'm tired. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Join us tonight. Join us next week. And if you haven't joined our Discord, join at discord.rollforhotness.com.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Fare thee well. Fare thee well.